Wow. Okay. Hello and welcome back. Now that I got my voice back, I guess I've been silent for so long today. So it's time to break silence. It's time to get talking, and I'm gonna talk with you. I got my tea fortune cards out. We're gonna be using those. Before that, though, I feel like pulling some tarot. I'm using the Enchanted Tarot again. So welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and we're here to produce another live tarot reading. This is a general energy, a collective energy. If you're here, there's something here for you. Some of you will resonate with this at the level where you feel like I'm reading a page out of your personal diary. Others of you, you're just going to pick up some awesome techniques or information on universal laws, stuff like that. You just like watching the readings. But most of you are going to find something here that feels very personal. So I channel Love Source God Energy, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. And because I'm connected to that, and it is what you are also, I'm able to produce these readings with messages that feel very personal. So I want to thank you for being here. Shout out to Interstellar Frequency, High Vibes Tribe, and I see Brooklyn. Yeah. My favorite tattoo artist out here who did this neck piece for me. Oh my gosh, and I can't wait to fill in this part here. I got the design now in my head, so we'll see when that comes together. But anyways, we're not here for that today. We're here to talk about these messages. So I saw doing both sides of the table with the 7-card gypsy. So let's see. And their energy in the past, they had the 8 of swords. In the past, this person, whoever's on the other side of the table, and you'll know which side of the table you sit on, but 8 of swords stuck in their head, very much stuck in their head. I'm hearing replaying the same old song, and it's coming through like it is a song. In the current energy on the other side of the table, I have a Queen of Swords, Super Gemini, Aquarius energy, having limits and boundaries, getting out of their emotions, and also using their intellect, very, very intellectual, discerning. I'm hearing the word discerning. Okay. In the hidden blessing on their side, we have justice. I heard the hidden blessing is they have fulfilled karmic, their karmic duty is the way it came through. Their karmic duty. So this person had a duty to an obligation to clear up some energy from something that they had done, and they have finished that. The challenge on the other side of the table right now is the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, their world is changing. This person's world is in change right now. It's hard. It could be really hard for them to balance out what's going on 2 different experiences in life, 2 different areas of life, bringing balance to both of those. Somebody that challenges that they're working 2 jobs now. I'm here and trying to pay off everything. Okay, but as a person that's paid the karmic debts, it's going to create change in the physical world. It's going to remove some things and bring some different experiences in. So let's see, in their environment, they have the King of Hearts, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Okay, and this is somebody who is a lover, not a fighter. They're a lover, not a fighter, baby. This person likes to love. All right, so what should they do? Their best move is the Devil. Confront their fears, address ego issues, address toxic connections and toxic behaviors, and ask themselves, what are they bound to? They need to look at what are they bound to. The Devil is always going to put you in this state where you feel like you have to, even though you don't want to. Where you do things that don't feel good because of a feeling of obligation or a feeling of stuckness or a feeling of not enoughness. Also, is there something about some ego there? Because the Devil can talk about ego, can also deal with addictions to anything that is controlling them. All right, so let's see. I heard face down for the outcome card. We'll just put it there. They don't want me to see it yet. So that's always fun. On our side of the table, on this side of the table, in the past, we have the Moon, Pisces energy. In the past, I heard you dealt with the past. In the past, you dealt with the past. In the past, you closed out old cycles. In the past, there was a lot of things you did not know, didn't understand, and a lot of confusion in you. There's a lot of confusion in you, and somebody had the other person had a very close perspective. They were very stubborn in their views, okay? And you, I heard you could have disappeared on them. Okay, did you ghost somebody in the past? The moon sometimes talks to me about ghosting. The moon is right now talking too about an illusion that I heard in the past you were under this illusion that somebody would change, their ways, that they would change their behavior, that they would change something. You were deluded in the past thinking that somebody was gonna change. Oh, I heard they'll be different for me when I do what I do. They're gonna change for me, and yeah, boy, if we haven't all fell for that trick once or twice. In the current energy on this side of the table, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Dedicated effort, karmic cycles, putting in the work. Is there a karmic cycle going on with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius as it's in the same position on the other side of the table? Okay, somebody karmic energy, repetitive energy. I see somebody who's been putting in a lot of hard work, and there's actually somebody who's gossiping about it. So go on ahead, girl, give me some free advertisement. That's fine. You can tell all about it. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles is a card of dedicated effort, though. It's where you do the work and you've done it so much, so long, so well. You actually are at this level of mastery where you could even teach somebody else with the Eight of Pentacles. In regards to relationships, it's where the relationships been going around and around and around. It keeps going around the same way. Now, if it depends on, is that a building? Is that encouraging? Is that a balance? Is it reciprocal, or is it, you're doing too fucking much and you keep doing too fucking much, so details will be different for all of you. In the hidden blessing on this side of the table, we have the Six of Swords. You make peace and you move on. And as I said, that make peace, I heard, yeah, you're making peace with the situation that you realize, like, it's gonna always be that way. So it's like, this is like, you know what? Instead of getting mad about washing dishes, doing laundry, and going to work, like, you should just make peace with the fact that you got laundry to wash, you got food to eat, and so you have dishes to wash, and you got a job to go to. This is a good thing, not a bad thing. So it could be about everyday things. In a relationship, this would be where, like, you just accept that this is how the other person is, this is how they're going to be, and I just have to accept it. And when you accept, there's this energy, strong energy of acceptance coming out in the hidden blessing that leads to peace. It's like when you can accept where you're at, it's going to help you to get where you're going. When you can accept what's really happening in front of you, it will help you to, I'm hearing, chart your path moving forward. So let's see what's the challenge on this side of the table is the Prince of Pentacles. Okay, and so the challenge is a slow growth. So you're putting in the work and you're saying, it's growing kind of slow. You would like it to grow faster, but you're just like, whatever, as long as it's growing, as long as it's still growing, we're just going to make peace with it. This is where I heard somebody has been paying off them bills just a little bit at a time, not the big chunk to pay it all off at once that you'd like to, but you're making a dent in it a little at a time. This is where, you get a little bit more business, a little bit at a time. It's just happening a little bit at a time. This is where somebody's been working out. And no, they didn't drop weight as quickly as they would like to, but consistently they're seeing their body transform. They're seeing their energy elevate, a little at a time. It keeps getting better. As I'm hearing with the Knight of Pentacles, you're going to have to really look back over a linear period of time to really see a huge difference. Okay, so with time, things happen. Okay, in your environment on this side of the table, let's see, what do we have is the Nine of Hearts. Wish fulfillment. That's awesome. You have Nine of Hearts, wish fulfillment. Interesting, because on the other side of the table, they have the King of Hearts. So I see two people here who got strong feeling for one another. I see love flowing. Okay, I see happiness and joy. All right. A Nine of Hearts is a card of where you made your wishes and you've moved in the direction of them. And a lot of times this movement is a lot of emotional. So it's like anything that was attaching you to what used to be that made you wish for something different, where you realize, like, you have to let that go. It's old, it's gone, something like that. You go into moving in the direction, releasing those emotions, releasing those attachments in order to make space for new to come into your life. And This is something that only you can do. It's a very independent behavior. It's a very independent move to make. Nobody can make the move for you. It's one that only you can move. Okay, but it leads you to happiness. It's like you could, right now, if you're on this side of the table, be really feeling like you're happy on your own, and then somebody else is also very emotionally independent and happy on their own. Interesting. So in the guidance for you, the 8 of Wands is the arrows of love. Let your love flow, baby. Do the things you love. If you want to go, I heard communicate. Okay, so somebody here is afraid. The other person has the devil there, so somebody here is afraid. All right, now let's see. I pulled a card for the outcome energy on this side and the outcome energy on that side. I haven't looked at them. The bottom of the deck is the 6 of Hearts. So this is confirming this is about an energy that it presents some nostalgia, it presents some memories, it's some soulmate energy, and it could be totally related to the past. The 6 of Hearts is a card of the past. Children, this could have to do with children for somebody. 6 of Hearts deals with children for me as well, especially in this imagery where we have these 3 young ones here together. Somebody else will see a mother and 2 children, a young mother with 2 children. But in the 6 of Hearts energy, it talks about the past, it talks about nostalgia and memories. And then why did I hear the song from Cats? Memories. I don't know none of the lyrics to that song. We sang it when I was in like 6th grade choir. I don't know. Anyways, let me have some water. Let's look at the outcomes in these. On that side of the table, outcome is the Strength card. This is freaking awesome. Why? Because their guidance was to address their fears, address the devil, address that thing that makes them feel stuck, address the toxicity, the ego, or the addiction. The Strength card is the key to overcoming the devil. You're going to have to use that personal power to do that. Yeah, you're gonna have this Strength card is where this person has the ability in this. They're gonna have the ability to not do the dumb stuff. Not It's like somebody who's trying to break an addiction. Well, they're gonna find their path to that. For somebody, they could get into like a group counseling session, a group support session, or they could just redirect their. I just saw somebody so strongly, and you literally just redirected your energy into the gym. Whoever this is on that side of the table. So there's somebody who redirected their energy into going working out instead of sitting around drinking all day, type of a thing, or whatever other thing they were addicted to. Okay, so there's a person here who's finding their power on the other side of the table to overcome the devil, to overcome the fear, the negativity, the stuckness, the toxicity, the ego, not letting their ego run away with them. Okay, on this side of the table, the outcome is the World. Successful completion. All right. So right now, as it stands, I see a relationship from the past. I do see a relationship from the past. This person is right now seeing you as having very strong boundaries and limits. It's like you don't want to talk to them. You felt like you closed out the cycle in the past with them, but they could be trying to reach out to you, sending you a message, trying to wait to see. And I feel like you're not replying to it. You're not responding. You could have found a friend request or something like that. And when you see this, you think to yourself immediately, like, this is just the same thing all over again. You think to yourself, this is just another repetitive cycle. I don't want to repeat that cycle. I've been down that road before and I don't want to do that road again. Yeah, I do see that. There's a lot of love here, but this person, like, you feel like they do things because they're only going to do what suits them. Their consideration is not about giving the love. Their consideration is to receive the love. They want to solely be on the receptive end of it. They're not trying to really give it. You feel like they're a very cold and emotionally detached person until it comes to, trying to get it from you or get it from whoever they're getting it from, right? This person has paid some karmic debts, and during the time that they did that, you moved on. You just made peace. Like, it is what it is. I can't change them. They're gonna be who they're gonna be, type of a thing. And I heard, not my monkeys, not my circus. I didn't break it. I don't have to fix it. Okay, so there's that energy here. For you, maybe moving on from this is taking you a little bit longer. For somebody who's been 2 years, I see 2 years. Things have changed in this person's world in the time that you've been absent. Okay, but they're coming in and into this reading now because, like I say, somebody has tried to reach out to you. One of the things that they know and acknowledges about you is that you are a lover. You really are a lover because, like I said, in the environment, they're showing up with the King of Hearts, which is how they see you. Yeah. And the way you see them is the Nine of Hearts. You see them like they could be totally be a wish fulfillment for you on some level, but at the same time, with the Nine of Hearts being in the position of how you seeing them, it has to say like this person is only going to do things as far as it's good for them. They're not worried about what I need. They're not worried about reciprocating to me. They're very much self-motivated, and that's fine. That's fine. But that's not reciprocal in this. It's not reciprocal in this right now, is the way I'm seeing it. Yeah, so this person, they have fears of communication. I feel like they have fears of communication, but they're still reaching out in some sort of way. They needed to address this devil. There's something going on in them where they have some stuckness, and they do need to address it. They do have the power to overcome it. It's ultimately, it's of course going to be up to their decision. The guidance for you with the Eight of Wands is like, let your love flow. Let your love flow. Let your love come out. And maybe it's speaking. Are you going to speak to the person and say something that triggers them? For somebody, you definitely will. You will communicate to this person. You might tell them, you know what, I fucking love you. You know I love you. But yeah, I just can't go down this path anymore, you could say, because, Eight of Pentacles, this is karmic. I feel like we have a karmic connection, and I'm not interested in, as much as I love you, I'm not going to throw myself into another repetitive karmic cycle with you. I see that where you could totally be saying this to this person, somebody you definitely have. Yeah, this person, right now, they see you like, uh, being cold. They see like you've detached emotionally. You've changed. They don't know how to reach you since you've changed so much. And it's like they can't upset you. They could try to say something when you communicate with them to try to trigger you with that devil card. Yeah, and where they're at, what they're gonna do, what they should do. Okay, what it looks like they're gonna do is they could try to trigger you. They could try to appeal to your lower vibrational needs, desires, and physical stuff. Like, oh, well, let me take you out. Let me take you out to dinner. I got a present for you. I really miss you. I just want to see you. I want to hug you. I want to kiss you. All that type of stuff. They could try to appeal to that part of you. At the end of the day, I feel like you're gonna handle this in a very mature way. But this is definitely a blast from the past energy with that Six of Hearts below. Let's see where it falls is where it speaks. Give me some tea leaf fortune cards on this, please, and thank you. First one coming out is the Forest. Muddled, unclear thinking. It landed right on the devil. And so, yeah, this is a confirmation. Like, this person does not, there's some things this person hasn't addressed about their self. Okay. This person could try to confuse you. I even see that where this person could try to confuse you. The parrot came out. It says someone will gossip about all your secrets, and it came out in the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like while this person is going through changes, okay, this person is going through changes in their life, they could still be talking about you. They could be trying to, is that why they're reaching out? Because they just want to know what you really got going on, right? They want to know. They want to know what is she doing? What is he doing? What are they up to? What's happening in their life? How are things going for them? What do they look like these days? Blah blah blah. On your side of the table here, the key has landed. It says a successful outcome to your problems, and it landed on top of the Nine of Hearts and the Eight of Wands. So that's awesome. I love that landed there. This nine, it's like your emotional independence when it comes to this person. Your emotional mastery is going to be everything, and the fact that you don't allow yourself to get caught up in negative mental patterns because of whatever they're trying to interject, trying to put into your experience. You do what you do, and you keep moving forward with your business. I'm hearing you keep moving forward with your own business, minding your business. Yeah. Um, what we have here in the challenge, it landed right on the challenge, and it says boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. I see that in this situation, like I said, you've been working hard to get what you deserve, to get your payout, to get your rewards, to build up your career, your business, your finances. Like I said, little by little, paying down debts, or you know, just making progress as much as you can at a time. Wishing that it could happen faster. Um, and so it's like it's not just happening all of a sudden. So I see that that's a challenge for you, which is another reason why that devil card gave me that this person could be trying to tempt you with materialism. You know, maybe they have some level of awareness of that, or maybe it was always like that for you, right? So what else do we have? We have the dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair, and it landed over here on the King of Hearts, which is how they see you. So you know, you could totally have dark hair. You could wear chopsticks in your hair. You could wear a bun. Okay, somebody has chopsticks in their hair right now. I heard that very clear. Um, but there's something cutting about her eyes. Like it's like she cuts the way her eyes are looking in this, cutting. Her mouth is silent. It's like emotional mastery, but yeah, to the level where I'm not just gonna. I'm just hearing this, and I'm just not going to. I'm just not going to say anything. She's not, her mouth is shut. Her lips are sealed tight and her eyes are fixed in a gaze like the fuck, you know, it looks like that. Also, we had the four-leaf clover falling out. Okay. The four-leaf clover falling out, and it fell out on top of the devil energy. Okay. So here's the thing, this person, you know, they could try to get into your energy because on some level they know about this property, this windfall, this inheritance, something that is due to come to you. Wow. Here we go. People, it's like for clout, it's like to get into what you got going on because you have a lot. Okay, here we go. On top of justice, what do we have? The rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. On justice, like this person, um too worried about the wrong damn thing. Like, yeah, sex is great. The devil definitely represents sex. Like I said, somebody could be trying to come in, have sex with you. Oh my god, seriously, I just heard if you had sex with this person that's on your mind while you're listening to this reading, and it's making your soul sing and your intuition is going off, like that's who we talking about. You know exactly what it is. You've had sex with this person before, and they felt like after you had sex with them, like they had the best stroke of luck, like they were on a winning streak, and they need a winning streak right now. They need a winning streak right now. And there is something to that. It's like having sexual relations to someone, with someone opens up a lot of energy interchange, and it is a means of a very sacred activity, touching on sacred energies. And so maybe this person knows how to channel into that and has done that with you in the past. I heard that they've done that with you in the past. Interesting. I heard they feel like you know now. They feel like you know now where you didn't in the past. Okay. The horse comes up with a short journey, and it landed right on the rabbit and the parrot. Rabbit, parrot, and horse. Somebody's got a whole fucking zoo at their house. Okay. They could live just right there, just real close. They could live just right there, just real close. But they thought you were too far, or they never made the effort, or they never, like, they didn't put in the dedicated effort. When you were putting in dedicated effort, they were giving you a cold shoulder. You're putting in dedicated effort, and they're too busy with whatever the heck they got in their head that they've been stuck in their head, you know, for so long about. Okay. What else do you have? Oh, on the floor. Got it. You want the bell? I could do the bell. Uh-huh. That's awesome. Okay, because on the floor, this is the garbage that's not landing on your table. Is the flute disappointment in a friend or lover? You're like, I'm not gonna let you disappoint me no more. So we're gonna throw that over there into the refuse area, the rubbish. Yeah, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna go down this path of disappointment. Like I said, when you were putting in dedicated effort into the situation, like y'all could have met one night. It was so romantic. It was so magical and all this. But then it's like, as you start to put dedicated effort into the relationship, into this connection, into this situation, they give you the cold shoulder. They ain't really in it. Ha, look at this. It's awesome because on your current energy and your hidden blessing, which is the Eight of Pentacles and Six of Swords, respectively, you have the Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Yeah, you are in alignment to, I'm telling you, you had the money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall land in your energy. And somebody would like to challenge that. They would like to uh, milk the energy of that, siphon. Okay, they want to siphon. Yeah, and they trying to come in and bring some romance and some fun, or invite you to a party. Like I said, hey, let me take you out to eat. Can I take you out tonight? That type of energy. That's how they want to come in. Um, with the cup, you should accept valid criticism coming out. With the cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. You know that if you bring this person in, they tend to say stuff that just, it's very upsetting to you. You know that you've dealt with this in the past. It kind of landed in the middle area of the card, so it's showing me like when this connection comes in, it's like you have awesome things to share. You have amazing experiences you're talking about. You're in a high vibrational, magical vibes and all that stuff. And then boom, they're gonna drop some bombshells. And it's like problem. It's not gonna make nothing right. It's not being solution oriented. It is not being in alignment with answers or solutions, or any of the things that a person actually wants when they're in those situations. Okay. We have January on the Eight of Swords in their past energy, and this dude is frozen. I told you. So this person could be born in January, which means they could be a Capricorn or Aquarius. But this person, I just see, like I'm saying that. Oh, I just heard Paula Abdul singing. He's a cold-hearted snake. Okay. So, like I said, this person emotionally unavailable, very icy, very cold. But you had that one, and when you meet, the representative shows up. Oh, they look so fun. They look so available, so ready, so romantic, so magical, and it just seems so amazing. And then it doesn't take long for their true nature to show up. The representative doesn't last long. It's a temporary phase where they're I'm here where their inhibitions are let loose, and they're very free. But as soon as they get back caught up in their head, boom, their true character comes out again, with the limits, without the heart. Is like with the coldness. Okay, yeah, that's what I see happening here. Let me see, what else do you have for me in this energy? Wow, interesting. December is showing up for you. December is showing up for you. Okay, and it showed up in the guidance for you. It showed up on top of the key, which talks about successful outcomes to your problem, and on top of the Eight of Wands. So that's awesome. I see magic happening for you in December, and this is an angel showing up in December for you. So I see there's going to be some definitely magical experiences happening for you. Eight of Wands is a card where, especially in this image, it's like each one of those wands has a flower on it. It's like she's embracing them all. They're all coming right to her. So it's like in December, you're going to be receiving your flowers. And in this energy, this receiving your flowers that I'm getting is showing me like all the hard work you're putting in right now. Boom, December is on hit. So, like I said, you might be just barely making it by right now, barely paying a little here and a little there. And that exactly It lets me know why this person wants to get into your energy now. If you're set for, if you're building a, like you're building all this momentum, right, to receive, to receive the fruits of your labor, to receive your energy back, reciprocated back to you from our loving universe that loves having you in it and loves what you present to it, and then it returns all your energy back to you. And so in this situation, what I'm seeing is like the other person, how do they know this? It's not showing me in the cards, but in some sort of way, this person has awareness, that you have something good coming to you. They could just have a feeling like, maybe I should reach out to them. Things went better for me when I was hanging out with them. And for some of you, this is the time of year. This is the time of year where y'all were hanging out, you know what I'm saying, in the past. Because like I said, the Six of Cups at the bottom says that there was a past situation. That past situation came to an end. I see the Wheel of Fortune below that. Yeah, and that thing, you could realize like, we were better off as friends. Or some of you could realize like that person was never taking you seriously. They was dating you and somebody else at the same time, or multiple people. Baby, I got the feeling, Mr. Brown coming through. But it's like they got this idea, in their head that things are gonna go well for you. It's a good idea to get back in with you. And this is one reason why you are in this energy of, what, I'm not even in the same headspace no more. Your hidden blessing is a Six of Swords. You already made peace with it is what it is. And it's easy for you. I'm hearing it's easy for you to keep moving forward, and it's like, this is you closing out the cycle. If you saw that notification and you didn't reply, you blocked it, you deleted it, whatever it was, this was you closing out the cycle. It's like a final shutdown, and then I just heard it's a final countdown. Okay. The bottom of the deck, interesting. New job or career. It's like you don't play the same role you used to. And whenever I get work energy, it always talks to me about those karmic cycles and that dedicated effort, which is in that Eight of Pentacles energy. So the bottom of that pin over there with the Eight of Pentacles, those two are working together. And the Eight of Pentacles is in your current energy. So I just feel like for some of you, this is about, you've been putting dedicated effort into building yourself up, so that you don't fall for the same type of manipulations, tactics, false twin flames, false lovers, false admirers, false friends, false family relationships. You know what I'm saying? Falling for the fucking representative and then sticking around and trying to pull the representative back out of their true nature. Ooh. I heard you want some ice with that burn. Somebody here, they just got burned already. They're burns. You already know who they are. You already know what they are. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I do feel pulled to call from the yin yang oracle as well. So we'll do the same thing with this deck, where it lays, where it speaks. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Yeah. And January and December, there's definitely some Capricorn energy in this. Plus, we had the Devil card there, but the 2 months that came out are December and January. It's like, as you move forward into this, reaching the end of this year, I just see you calling a lot of success for yourself. And it's like, if you can continue to move through the distraction energies that are trying to come up right now, it's like come January, that shit's gonna be on full frozen mode, like. And I just heard it. It's there's an awareness that they have in them that they can't draw from your energy. I just heard, because when you had sex with them, you linked energetically with them and you didn't properly break the link in some sort of way. If you were still calling on them spiritually, and I'm also hearing this, if you ever had sex with somebody else or masturbated or anything, fantasized, dream about them, all that stuff, you were actually keeping that link alive. So they're like, yeah, if you're masturbating, do yourself a favor and don't imagine them. Instead, can you just focus on how good you feel? and it's like, if you were having sex with somebody else and then this person pops in your mind, in some sort of way, that was letting you know that you're keeping this link open. Interesting, with that person. You had been. I see like you've taken steps to shut this down. That's why they're trying to reestablish the link with you now. And there's something about having been linked with you brought so much good fortune into their life, but they know they can only do it if they can get you caught up in your head, focus on the wrong things, distance, retreat, or timeout. That's came out on their side of the table. Yeah, they know and it came out on how they feel about you. Unexpected storm. Yeah, how they see you. Like you brought a storm into their life and then you left. You brought a storm into their life and then you left. They thought they could bring a storm to you. Okay, regret and repression with self-care energy. Yeah, okay, yeah. So this person, they didn't know what kind of energy you had, but when they got a taste of it, it changed your life. And then you distance yourself from them. And then now it's like the energy between you is they've got a lot of regrets, repressed emotions. Could totally be a masculine energy. We can see a masculine form with the ball cap in reverse. It looks very masculine to me. And then the other energy is self-care. It's like they may be having regrets and shit, but you're good because you're taking care of yourself. You don't need this person to come in and funk up your game. I heard again, because the first time you got involved with this person, you were doing the same thing. You were very much in a self-care energy. You were doing the things that you were supposed to for yourself. And then they proved this a distraction. And then once you got distracted by the beautiful representative, then their true self came out. You spent some time trying to evoke that representative back into reality, thinking, well, where's that part of this person? It fucking has left the building. And you, once you figured that out, like you pulled back, and so now they're trying to reestablish the connection with you. The moon in the past. Yeah, interesting. On top of the moon in the past, we have the karma, balance, and justice energy. Like I said, in the past, when you ghosted, when you left the situation alone, for some of you, this situation with the Pisces, you just realized, you know what? I'm just going to leave it here. And that balanced it out. It closed the karma. You did what you had to do. In the current energy, you have the Eight of Pentacles coming out with decisions. And it's like you stand at this point of a decision. Somebody's reached out to your energy. Somebody's communicated with you. You got some sort of notification with them. And whichever decision you make can take you down two very different roads. But I just see like this higher level of discernment in you. You're the one that makes the decision. Is this good for you? Is this bad for you? If it feels bad for you, you definitely should not be choosing it for yourself. Yeah, let me see what else we had coming out. Watching, spy, and inspecting. They are, and it came out in reverse, and it said because they're the ones doing it. They're trying to spy on your energy. Why? Because it landed on the regrets and the repression card. They have regrets. They're trying to see what you're doing. If you have a YouTube platform like this, they could be watching your YouTube platform. If you're on Instagram, Twitter, is it? No, it's not called Twitter no more. It's called, what's it called? X or Snapchat or WhatsApp or Facebook or any of these things. It's like they could be looking to see what you're putting out. Yeah, trying to see what's going on with you. And then as I was saying that, I heard, I'm living the good life. I ain't going back and forth with you. Ooh, and the feminine in reverse. They did not expect you to pull your energy all the way back and to retreat from the connection. This person could be very aware that you are their divine feminine. For some of you, that's absolutely true. But it's like you as a feminine energy, like they were able to tap into you psychically, spiritually, energetically in some sort of way, because there was a link, a bond formed between you. And then when you pulled your energy back, they could feel that. But they did not expect that you would ever figure that out, or that you would accomplish it successfully, or that you could actually break the link to them. I heard they thought you would always take them back. Yeah, they're seeking, to bring some fun and some romance and spark a renewal in the connection with you at this time. But they're having a hard time of doing that because you're so aware and you're so self sufficient in this time frame. It's like they can't tap into some broken the way they just showed me. What they showed me was you but broken, like a broken mirror with all the spaces in between you. It was easy for them to get in and fill in the gaps in all the places where you were missing stuff. But you have remembered yourself. You have putting yourself back together, and it's like this magic potion, and it was never broken. All the breaks disappear, and you're actually whole. You're the only one that can do that. Anybody else, it looks like glue, where the lines are still there, the breaks are still obvious. It's a magic potion, though, when you remember yourself, when you put yourself back together. There's no more cracks. There's no more spaces and crevices for them to get in and drive a wedge. What landed on the floor was growth and summer. This relationship is not growing. It landed on the floor for a reason. What landed on my lap? Woo! Yeah, baby. I love that this landed on my lap, people. It says, receive and open. Keep your hands and your energy open to receive. And that was the energy that came out with that 8 of Wands. It's like, yeah, baby, you're about to land all the arrows that you've been shooting. You know what I'm saying? It's landing at home. Absolutely. You're getting what you came for. You're accomplishing what you came to accomplish. And anywhere where you thought you needed this person to fill in the gaps of your broken soul, like you healed that. So there's no gaps for them to get into. There's nowhere for them to attach themselves into your energy. When you healed that, it automatically rejected them. And I just see it happen magically. I wish I could pick out a specific movie or show that I seen it in. It is not coming to me. But the fact of the matter is, what is coming to me is I can see it. I can see like breaks, almost like a mirror would break, right? And shatter into many pieces. And in all those pieces, I just see somebody, this person's energy, what they were able to do in the past, like filling in all the spaces like a glue to make you feel like you were stuck together. But at first glance, you could still see that all those breaks were still there. And there was some foreign object in the middle of the spaces in between you and you. But when you remove that person from your experience, you remove the glue from in between the fractures. And then little by little, you did the work to remember yourself. And it's like, as you reattach yourself to you, and then I just see this magical light, and I hear the sound. It's like, it's almost like the sound of the bell, right? I hear the sound. It's like that when you reattach yourself to you honestly and authentically, and then now that fracture doesn't exist anymore, but you've had to do it over and over and over and over and over again, because like I said, it was shattered like a mirror. You were shattered like a mirror. And I just feel like a lot of us have so many experiences early in life that that's exactly what they're meant to do. Like if your parents didn't mess you up, I don't know about you. Most of our parents mess us up, and it turns out to be our biggest blessing. I mean, in my case, it did turn out to be my biggest blessing. That was the path straight to the healing. But when these people that we have allowed ourselves to attach to, and we talked about that in the past, you have to detach emotionally, and that's where you remove that glue from what was supposedly holding you together. And I don't care how good your glue is. I use some damn good glue for all the projects that I do. Eventually the glue gives. You know what I'm saying? It could last for years, and then eventually the glue will give. So that's the thing. This person, there's been enough time that it helped you. If it didn't immediately remove all the glue that their energy stuck to you, when you remove them from your life, like you've been able to work it out. And it's like, once you work it out, you reattach to yourself, and then that magic sound comes, and the fracture disappears, and you're whole there again. Interesting. Yeah, but so I see you receiving with your hands open, and where the card, when I put it on the table, it landed right there underneath the self-care and on the December. So it's like the self-care in the December. Yeah. So again, this person, interesting that this card comes out the way it does. The facade. Look at how on the facade card, his face is off and he's staring at his own face. And then disharmony, triggered, and beliefs. Yeah, this is the hidden blessing. Ha! It landed right on your 6 of Swords, right there in your hidden blessing. In the disharmony, the dysfunction of this connection from the past is trying to call your energy back in. It helped you to see all the places where that disharmony, the triggers, and the conflict lied inside of yourself. And and this is the realization of that helps you. When you realize what you don't want, it helps you realize what you do want. And so when you realize where that was coming from, that was that magical moment where it like made that chiming sound, and then boom, your fracture line just disappeared and you became whole again. Yeah. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? I don't know. It flipped upside down. It's alchemy. Interesting. Alchemy and ancestor guides. So interestingly enough, this relationship was blessed by your ancestors. And I hear somebody who's like, you are fucking crazy type of vibes, because they're like, blessed by the ancestors. This is the most chaotic, most toxic thing I've ever been through. Yeah, that's exactly why it was blessed by your ancestors. You needed that toxicity and that chaos in order to realize what you truly are, who you truly are, to remember yourself, put yourself back together, remembering you. It's something only you could do, but you needed the catalyst. You needed the mirror to make you stop and see yourself clearly. Where was this disharmony coming from? Where are these triggers coming from? Where is the conflict coming from? And as you've addressed all of these, remembered yourself, it's like all of a sudden it's like a magical, a chemical magic to help you, to put you in alignment with the receiving of all this stuff that you put out there. Like, you put so much good energy out there, you put so much beauty into this world, and it's comes in for you. It's coming in for you. I see that between August that just passed and December that's coming. In other words, the last third of the year, last bit of the year, it's like, is your season to receive. So be ready to receive. Yes, please, and thank you. Practice that. Be very aware of where you're seeing reasons to say yes, please, and thank you, even from inanimate objects, from nature, and from people, because there's a lot. And it's like, with your outcome being the world, honey, it's like the whole world is at your beck and call. It's like you ask the universe, you ask your higher self for this, that, or the other, and then it shows up. It does show up, and you get to see it, and you get to receive it in your hand, tangible, so you can taste, touch, feel it. Yeah, you're in a very independent energy right now. Anywhere where you used to feel like you needed somebody and they could trigger you, and I'm hearing lost without you, can't help myself. Nah, not anymore, baby. You're like, I am not lost without you. I have totally helped myself. It's like, I love you, Melinda. I love you, Melinda. Thank you so much for being there for me. You always take care of me. You always got my back. And when everybody else is a fucking joke, you're the most. And I love you. Thank you, baby. Oh, I love you. It's like that. And that is like really a self-realization of like, who's always had your back. Why do you eat? Why do you have a place to sleep? Why do you get a car to drive? Why do you have a phone that works? Why do you have Wi-Fi, internet, a good time? Why do you got a hot body? Why do you go out and you have great friends, and you know what I'm saying? Why do you have anything? Why do you got money to travel? Why do you have money to have good food and good drinks? And you know what I'm saying? Why do you? Because you provided it for yourself, and it's okay for you to give thanks to yourself for that. Somebody else had an experience where you were the reason that they got to have some of that, and or at least in their consciousness, and it could totally be true. If you had done so much work to connect to yourself and then got distracted by them and then plugged them into where you're at as the missing parts of you, oh, my better half, oh, my partner, my person, the one that completes me, all that shit, you could totally give your blessings away. But it was never them stealing. I want you to get rid of that idea that anybody could steal from you, vampire from you. No, baby, you make the choice to give it away. And in this instance, in this situation, with this specific, I'm not saying you're not sharing. I see you still share, but you're just like, their time is up. I shared enough over there. I don't need to share any more over there. I don't need to give any more over there. And that's the energy that I see. So I want to thank you for joining me. Thank you for all you do, your love donations, choosing me for your personal consultations, everything, the views, all the YouTube stuff that boosts the algorithm and gets the messages out. So thankful and grateful. Until next time, Sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.